So what's up, everybody? So I've been picking up on feminine energy in some type of occult, and I wanted to get some information about this to help guide you because I feel like this is worthy of a reading. Orisha is popping up. I'm hearing Orisha, Judgment, Five of Wands, and we got the Nine of Cups. I'm hearing safe, like someone feeling safe. This female, it's a female, she wants to feel safe before she makes a move. Um, she belongs to a community, and that's you. You belong to a community of people, and you're feeling like you have outgrew this community. You want to leave in a safe manner. It's time for you to spread your wings, I'm hearing. I'm hearing glory be to God. This envy is coming up. So something in you feels like if you leave, they're not going to easily let you go. And you're having a difficult time speaking up for yourself. So right now you may be feeling inferior in the group because I don't know, I'm sensing that there are people that are mixing traditional Ifa beliefs with Christianity. And it's causing a huge dispute amongst everyone. There are people feeling like they're right and the others are wrong, and vice versa. Something about the stomach is coming up. You're in stoma. Nine of Cups. You want to be able to move on and have like free will. You don't feel like you have free will in how how you feel. You don't feel like your feelings are being valued in this group. You're feeling like others may not. There's confusion. So you're feeling like your feelings aren't valid because there are people, I'm feeling like narcissist energy, heavy narcissist energy in this group that are devaluing your belief systems and your feelings. Now, there is a lot of similarities between you all, but then there's a lot of beliefs that you all differ on. Okay, so this is one of those groups. If one of their members leave, there's going to be like a huge attack sent to that person that's leaving so that they can come running back to that group. And that way it'll give that group that sent out that psychic attack to that person. So now they can come back and heal that person and create this an illusion like this group is stronger together. That's what I'm picking up on. There ain't no weapon shall form against me. Hearing the word futile, lemons are significant. Okay, so spirit, I'm being guided to have a more sensitive approach to this situation because I was going to provide some guidance based on where I am on a spiritual level, and you may not be here. Yeah, I'm sensing that you're not here. And Spirit's guided me to recall a situation that has happened in my life and share it with you. And that way you can know that I've been there before. I know how difficult it is to be a part of a group and fear that I wasn't strong enough to stand up against what I was being led um, to know through spirit. Through my dreams, through my intuition, I was showed a number of things. And I didn't feel like I was ready at that point to stand up against all of the negativity that I was experiencing. What I did was I prayed a lot, prayed to my spirit team. Anubis is coming up. The energy of Ampu helped me heavily. And there was a lot of healing that I needed to do in my previous romantic relationships with partners in the past. I worked on why I was even attracted to these people, releasing all the negative experiences, the emotional damage that I felt, and healing that. And I was surprised to see how many of those relationships that I worked on that it helped strengthen me in different areas, which I didn't feel was related to empowerment. If you're fearful of these people in your group, you're being guided to heal and release romantic partner relationships that are from your past. I'm hearing the word bogus right now, but trust and believe this is connected, this is key to helping you strengthen your willpower to stand up against others who you may be fearful of at this time. Here's something about a proper burial. There may have been a passing, feel like an auntie, someone in your life. You may not have attended their funeral. The feelings that you feel, you may want to work on that. Even though they're not here, you can talk directly. If you feel safe enough, talk directly to their energy. If you need to cry, if you need to let anger come out, let that happen naturally, and then you can release all of that. But there's some things that you have to work out with this auntie that is causing some type of blockage in you at this time. And all of these things are related to the reason why you don't feel strong enough to walk away. You're protected enough by your spirit team to be safe. Anyway, escuche a mí. So you may speak Spanish, or some group members may speak Spanish, and someone's always telling you to listen to them. Escuche a mí, I'm hearing. There's a lot of shadow work that needs to happen here with you. Something about a tom-tom is significant. So you feel like if you leave, they're going to find you. You may be feeling like anywhere you go, they're going to spiritually know where you are. Okay. So you know how to cut the cord, or you've been taught how to cut the cord, but for some reason, you're feeling that they can block that. Like, despite you cutting the cord, they're so strong that it doesn't matter. You're always going to be connected to these people. And that's a sort of mind control. Something happened to me where I was, I'm gonna say, having this vision of a woman on the phone with someone else. And this lady was like she was like a dark witch. And she was trying to talk to this lady to get her to see things from her perspective. And the lady on the other end of the line was trying to, speak up for herself. So the dark witch, she, in her mind, said these ancient words, and it immediately affected the woman, where now there was mind control. Now the lady would follow directions. So this is about you feeling like someone is just have so much knowledge, their background, their spiritual background, and they're so powerful that little old you wouldn't be able to stand up to someone of that spiritual status. I'm here to let you know today that you are stronger than any force out there. And it comes through the inner healing work that needs to be done. You may look at yourself in the mirror and you don't see that at this time. But I'm letting you know, I was there too. I didn't think that little old me could stand up against these evil warlocks that are out here, that we're constantly having to cross paths for whatever reason. I have the strength to overcome any adversary that comes into my path. That's not me boasting. That's me knowing my power. And you too have that. You have to activate it, and it's through the healing. I'm hearing gypsy. So if you leave this community, you may be floating around a lot. It's going to make you become a gypsy. You might be moving from place to place until you find a place to call home. Nine of Swords. And from that, you may experience a lot of anxiety because the path doesn't seem clear to you. Like, it's risky. I've done the gypsy. I've been a gypsy before. I know how it is. And, moving from home to home, having these experiences with people. And I'm going to say it started out as being adventurous because when I decided to become a gypsy, it was like fun. Like I didn't have to do it initially. It wasn't until the middle of my journey that it became clear that I couldn't return back to where I left, and I had to stay, you know, true to my path. And I prayed a lot to find a place to call home, which I have now, and I'm living independently. So there was a lot of barriers that I had to face. Becoming a gypsy is how you make it, right? Because along your journey, you're going to meet a lot of people that you may have um, similar interests to, or you may not have similar interests to. So all of that is going to help you along your journey if this is the path that you decide to take for yourself. And the reason why I am being guided to talk about the gypsy path is because you don't have the resources or the funds to live independently at this time. You may not have the requirements to get assistance for people who have low income to get a place, because usually they're going to give those places to housing, like to people who have kids or people coming out of domestic violence situations and stuff first. So you are a person that's coming out of a community and a spiritual community, so you may be on the bottom of the list as far as housing government is concerned. You don't meet the requirement to be um, number one on the list, which is fine because you have what it takes to go out into the world, and it's just about risk taking. Uh, there's something called pad split. Pad split is like co-living, like multiple people living in a home. They rent out each room in the house as like a little apartment. So you have your own room and you would share like the kitchen area, the dining room area, the outside area. There are some homes in pad split which would cost a bit more if you have your own bathroom in the room. But this exists so people can save money. And you can either choose to pay like weekly, bi-weekly, and they'll work out payment plans with you on how you pay, right? And it's designed to help you save a lot of money. You can get a part-time job if you need that, because the journey of healing is never simple. If you are truly working on healing and strengthening yourself, you're going to need time to let go and release, which might, if you're working at a full-time job, you might end up quitting or losing your job. This is from my perspective, because there's going to be a lot of days where, you're not going to want to do anything because you just release so much. You have these bouts of just crying, and you're working on a lot of childhood trauma, and it just takes a lot from you. So a part-time job and a change of your living situation could be beneficial in you being more successful. So yeah, so you have to make a choice for yourself and how you want to do this. If you really want to be free, you can be free. It's about putting a plan in place, using resources that you learn that are out here, and making moves to make that happen. There's the Eight of Pentacles. Trust and believe. Whatever your gifts are, once you start healing, and once you put yourself in a position where you're able to survive independently, you're going to find your gift. You're going to be bringing spiritual wealth in for yourself, in addition to being financially in a position where you are independent and you can survive on your own without the assistance of others. Now, this community, unfortunately, it may have crippled you where you feel that you can't do it on your own, but trust and believe it's all about your approach. If you think that you're going to be able to have a house immediately and everything that you need right away without it there not being any realistic resources for you to obtain that, then it's not probably going to work out for you. You have to have goals where you're going to be able to be, hey, I'm on my own, right? I am in a position where I'm bringing in some funding, or I can make some money somehow, and I can pay for where I'm living at, and I can also put food in my mouth, um, things of that nature. I'm not sensing that you have children. I'm not picking up that you have kids. Yeah, the Ten of Cups. This is where you're trying to get to. If you want your happy ever after, you got to put a plan in place and be hearing sound. You want to be mentally sound, and you think that you can't see that right now. So Spirit is guiding you to pray. Pray daily, pray nightly, is what I heard, nightly. Pray for peace, pray for inner strength. And I'm hearing in divine timing. And you also have to make moves where you can receive the blessings that are due to you, right? It's about giving and receiving. When we share what we have, whatever it is, whether it's advice, positive advice, whether it's funding, whether it's just resources, we receive. But we got to put ourselves in situations to be able to receive, right? If you've been sharing like food with others and you're trying to find a home, you got to actually be looking, searching the computer, talking to other people to find living arrangements because there are so many non-traditional living arrangements in the world that people sleep on. It's out there. You can be independent. You can be on the road to independence any day that you decide to walk away. But right now, what's critical for you is to start healing and releasing the relationships in your past that are still draining you at this time or that's still uh, causing blockages in your life. So that is the reading for today for you all. Pray that it finds you well. And if you enjoy my material, if it resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. I love you all. Ashe.